Oh, I was sitting here thinking, and I remembered another very important point. They dye these girls' hair when they get them. If their hair was blonde, they would dye them black or streak it, and it'll be black and purple or black and blue. They would dye them red to redheads, but anything that wasn't the natural color of their hair. And I was thinking about it. When I went to Steubenville, Ohio, I was ill. I had gone through chemo for 6 months, pla plasmapheresis for 6 months, and stuff like that because I had had a rare blood disorder. And the reason I went there was because my aunt said, "Well, you come here and you'll get better because you don't have all the stress that you have in New Jersey and New York and in that area, and trying to work and know you're not really physically able to." And when I got there, I was okay for about a year, and then it flared up again, and I had to go back into to the hospital, and I had to go to the hospital in PA because Steubenville doesn't have a real hospital; they have triage center. And I had tried to get disability while I was in Steubenville, and I was denied every time, even though my record showed that I had had a couple of my heart attacks. That my record showed that I had the plasmapheresis. The record showed that it was a recurring thing. The record showed all of my physical ailments, and they wouldn't give it to me, and I couldn't figure out why they wouldn't give it to me. And I finally figured it out. They will give a black person disability easy if they go out on mental. So if I had gone out on mental, they would have given it to me. And that's what they do there. If you are a drug addict, if you have an alcohol problem, or if you want to go out on mental, they will help you get on disability. But when they single you out for something that they want, they're not going to allow anyone in that town to help you. And that's what they did. So I think by the time I'd gone for my third round of treatments, and each of these treatments, plasmapheresis, um, chemo, whole packed red cell transfusions, steroid treatments, all of that stuff, they will last for 6 months at least, and I'd be in isolation in the hospital, then transferred to a facility that they could to bring me back and forth to the hospital. I will stay in Pittsburgh. So I got an attorney, and even though this person that he wanted me to go before, he knew the things that I had gone through because I've always been obsessive compulsive. Even as a child, I'll clean like nobody's business. I don't like to see anything out of order. I like everything to be neat and clean, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. And people try to label you when you're a neat freak, or because you're a neat person because you like things a certain way. That's just how you like them. That's it. But anyway, my attorney told me, he said, you're being blocked. So this is what I want you to do. He said, and he said, you've been through all of this, and you've been through 9/11, and you watch people die. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you your disability on, on mental grounds of PTSD. But we'll go back and address that after we get you the help that you need. Well, during the interim of that time, I lost track of him, but I'm going to pursue this because I will sue somebody to get done what I need to get done. The point I'm trying to get at is people will try to label you as having a mental problem when you stand up against them, especially if they are city officials or they are people who have money and considered to be the cream of the crop or considered to be the elite in the city or in the area. But as God is my witness, everything I say, everything I've said concerning these people is the truth, and there's nothing but the truth, and I will not take it back. I don't know how to transfer the pictures of the letters that I've written and the statement I gave to that sheriff to Facebook, to YouTube, but I sure have posted them on Facebook, and they are there. and I'm going to let them stay there because this mess has got to stop. And somebody has got to stand up for the, not just for the children, because there are adults who are forced into this thing because they try to get something. If they can get anything on you, then they have a hold on you to use against you, then they've got you. I've always been a person since I was a child, and I made a promise to myself that nobody will ever have anything they can hold over my head, because I'll tell on myself before I allow anybody else to do it. And that's just how it is. I'm going to tell on me because no one is going to hold anything over my head. And if you mess with me, I'm going to tell on you too. If you pressure me and you keep pressuring me. And that's what these people have done. They've pressured and pressured and pressured and stole and lied and done some of everything else. They've tried to destroy my credibility and my name, calling people that I know stole my phone book, my personal phone book, stole it, went in my phone, and were making phone calls and sending texts from my phone so that it looked like it was me. I don't play. And this mess is going to stop, and it's going down, even though you think you're not. I guarantee you, you will.